you by thesis123.com. I learn and teach online.
Here's the next question, number 37. In the following sequential circuit, the initial state before the first clock pulse of the circuit is Q1 Q0 equals 0 0. The state Q1 Q0 immediately after the 333rd clock pulse is, so we have our four options given. Now in this sequential circuit, let's first analyze for the clock pulses of 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and we'll see how the states are for Q1, Q0 and how often they're repeating. Okay, let's start with the basic. The very first clock pulse of 0, before the first clock pulse of 0. So I'm going to write that here for 0. And this is Q1, Q0. Q1 and Q0. Now let's check. So for clock pulse 0, the question says that it is 0 0. Next for 1, 2, 3, 4, let's check this. Now when the clock pulse is 1, we see that Q1 is 0 and Q0 becomes 1. So this is 0 and Q0 is 1. Next we have for clock pulse of 2. Now for clock pulse of 2 we have Q0 which is already 1 here, which means that for clock pulse of 2, Q1 will be, let's check here. Now Q0 is 1, therefore Q1 will be 1 and Q0 would be 1 as well. Next for the next clock pulse 3, we notice that Q1 is 1 and Q0 becomes 0 this time. Now in the fourth clock pulse, Q1 becomes 0 and Q0 is also 0. So here you notice that before the first clock pulse it is 0, and then after another 3 clock pulses it repeats to 0 again, 0 0. So the next one at the 5th clock pulse it would be 0 1. So after how many altogether? So we see here that 4 clock pulses change in order to make it 0 0 again. So the next step is to just simply do a little bit of arithmetic, because here the question says that we are supposed to find out immediately after the 333rd clock pulse. Now we see here that it takes 4 in order to make the state to come back to 0 0. So 333 divided by 4 will give us 83 with 1 remainder, right? 333 divided by 4. So 4 times 83 is 332, which means there's 1 remainder. That means that for 332nd state, for 332nd state, the state of Q1 Q0 is 0 0. So for 332 it is 0 0. That means for 333 it is the next state 0 1. So the answer here is B. Well, this is the explanation and I hope it has helped.
Thank you for watching this video. For future videos, please click here to subscribe YouTube channel. Visit our site thesis123.com for free student project or research ideas and online training. Follow us Facebook, Twitter, Google+ and Pinterest.